Britain's Queen Elizabeth II has tested positive for coronavirus, Buckingham Palace announced on Sunday. The 95-year-old sovereign, who is celebrating her 70th year on the throne, is experiencing mild cold-like symptoms, but expects to continue light duties at Windsor over the coming week, the palace said. UK media have reported that the Queen is fully vaccinated. Buckingham Palace previously confirmed both the monarch and her late husband, Prince Philip, had received their first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine in January 2021, but the palace has declined to reveal any information about subsequent vaccinations, citing medical privacy. The Queen is not the only person in her cycle to test positive for COVID-19, a royal source said on Sunday. A number of cases have been diagnosed in the Windsor Castle team, the source told CNN without specifying who else has tested positive. The Queen's health has been closely scrutinized since late last year when she retreated from public events on advice from doctors to rest after an overnight hospital stay for an undisclosed reason. Fresh concern was renewed in the past few days as multiple family members self-isolated after testing positive for the virus. Prince Charles, heir to the British throne, tested positive for COVID-19 for a second time 10 days ago, while his wife Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, confirmed she too had the virus on Monday. A royal source confirmed at the time that the Queen had recently met her eldest son, but the source did not elaborate on exactly when the interaction had taken place. The Prince of Wales previously contracted coronavirus in March 2020. As countries around the world were first feeling the effects of the pandemic, Charles said at the time that he was first infected that he had been lucky only to experience mild symptoms, adding that he'd got away with it quite luckily. Prince William also tested positive for COVID-19 in 2020, though his infection wasn't revealed until months later. The Queen's diagnosis comes days after she completed her first in-person engagement since returning to Windsor from Sydenham, where she had marked the 70th anniversary of her accession to the throne and the death of her father, King George VI. On Wednesday, the monarch held an audience with the outgoing Defense Service Secretary, Rear Admiral James McLeod, and his successor, Major General Eldon Miller, during which she appeared in good spirits. On her return to Windsor, a royal source had told CNN the Queen was resuming her regular duties of audiences, credentials, and privy council meetings. She has made plans to appear at a number of major engagements next month. A diplomatic reception at the Windsor Castle on March 2, the annual Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey on March 14, and a service of Thanksgiving for Prince Philip at the same venue on March 29. While all are still a few weeks away, the Queen's positive COVID-19 test may put the attendance in doubt. On Sunday, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson wished the Queen a swift recovery in a post on Twitter. How Bali's Art Canggu supports artists and art entrepreneurs. How Indonesian fine and functional art are growing markets within the 21st century global economic creativity. Functional art, where new design ideas combined with the artist's technical expertise, is an underutilized economic sector offering enormous upside that has been lacking in supportive infrastructure until recently. Art Canggu, a platform aimed at empowering artists through entrepreneurial startups, was held on October 28 until November 11 at Tugu Hotel Bali in Canggu. It merged Balinese cultural influences with contemporary art ideas and featured unique artworks and one-of-a-kind crafts, the first in a series of events designed to support Balinese artists during the economic downturn caused by the pandemic. The collaboration between Yayasan Titian Bali, YTB, Tugu Hotel Bali, and art collectives Sanggar Bares and Kelompok Seni Gotong Royong presented an array of art and craft items made by children and adults. Tugu Hotel Bali, Canggu's first five-star boutique hotel and Indonesia's leading arts and cultural resort brand, showcased the cultural riches of the past with contemporary creativity. Featuring an array of 2- and 3-dimensional arts and crafts, some of the items displayed at Art Canggu included fashion pieces such as sneakers, clothing, and luggage hand-painted by children. The Dutch artists presented decorative art pieces inspired by Balinese cultural icons, given dynamic contemporary reinterpretations. The coconut fibrous imaginings of the Barong and Balinese wearer performance costume by Madi Wahyu Senayadi and painted items by Madi Bijal Suartama were highlighted. Bijal adopts colorful flowing organic designs to women's handbags and craft items, transforming each into highly attractive pieces. Art Canggu was the initial chapter of cooperation between YTB and Tugu Hotel Bali for the Art Canggu series, alongside with the Tourism Creative Economy Ministry for the development of micro, small, and medium enterprises. The opening of Art Canggu was highlighted by a special YTB presentation showcasing kickstart artpreneur startups and representatives of the Tourism and Creative Economy Ministry. Recently prioritized by the President Joko Widodo, one of the ministry initiatives is to empower new entrepreneurial startups within the national creative economy.